And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WEC WLC Valorant Week 7. Uh, Unfortunately, our Wednesday night match for Rivals just didn't go according to plan, just like the previous week. Uh, Currently working on a schedule rechange, and I got my good man and co-host Miles here once again. How you doing tonight, Miles?
Good, feeling good. Yeah, just to add to that, our rivals were it's a work in progress currently. Trying to reschedule with the team. The captain's being very chill, so I appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna get it hopefully figured out.
All right. Uh, we have currently our start off match of tonight in terms of this best of three. Uh, Looks like we're going to be starting on Corrode here. Miles, I don't think you're fully aware of Corrode. I don't think it's a map that's been played a lot in
Mm-mm.
terms of the WEC. It's a pretty forbidden map in the map pool, in my opinion, because it's the newest map to the game
Ah,
and it's super defensive sided. And if there's one thing about the Valorant community, we hate defensive sided maps. So, because it just gives you like a really bad taste in your mouth,
mm,
especially like if you're an offensive sided team and you can't get anything done. Like legit, it just makes you want to just kind of turn the game off entirely and stop playing Valorant. Sell your all your
okay.
skins off, at least your account with all your skins, and maybe get a couple $1,000 out of it, depending on how you put your money's worth into this game. AKA Stuart Little, we know who you are. We know how much you spent on this game. Uh, and as of right now, I will be taking a little bit of a pause till our game gets started here. So bear with us just for one more moment. And just to get us started right back off again, we have what I'm looking like is a heavy A-sided push. Oh, I apologize, a B-sided push from WLC. Kind of messing around, making a little bit of noise, seeing if they can drag any eyes out. Possibly some util. This Sova hasn't dropped dart yet, which is not surprising because of how this map is played, but we got a lurk here coming in through mid. Sun, unaware of how close this Phoenix is. He hears these shots in mid, but are they going to get this pickup? One pick off from Concept and WLC across mid. This Phoenix just waiting for the right opportunity to come and get the shot in. Let's see
Wow.
if Space gets taken out or not. But this Phoenix, I think this timing from this Phoenix is just a little bit off-putting just by seeing how he did not engage here. He's still sitting here. And guess what? WLC has completely abandoned this site and they are all the way back in B.
Mm-hmm.
Not on site yet with two still sitting there, but Space looking for the lurk pick. He hears the thorns. Hopefully he doesn't get picked off from this mid spot. Dash in from Salt. Salt finished off, but we'll see if Space can get one. Space does get one. Xeno with Sort Little with another. They are aware that there's one sitting here in mid, but they're not sure that there's two, and
Oh,
now they at least know where both these defender-sided players are in terms
yeah.
of mid. Stimmy out from the brim. Half shot dinked off. Wall coming up from the Phoenix. Trying to cut off this site at least just halfway. This is going to try and put up a little bit of an interesting situation in terms of splitting the side of this map. But Stuart Little playing this perfectly in the smoke and Concept with the cleanup 2 on the round. Wonderful start from WLC,
Amazing
taking
start.
up 1-0 in terms of an attacker side. Like I mentioned earlier, Miles, this map is extremely difficult to win as an attacker, at least in the gold ranks.
Wow.
So I love seeing like really well executed attacker sides on this map.
Mm-hmm.
The big thing early on that pros really took advantage of was like that complete that complete attack sided attempt in terms of taking over mid and if they're able to take, you know, a good space in mid here, as you can see, kind of just they're lurking around. They got the big buy weapon, so they don't want to try and push this. But the flash out, do they get the one space with two immediately off the counter of the flash?
Amazing.
Pushing up through A main here, coming in through mid. He knows that there's one sitting here in link. Does he get this another one? Third on the scoreboard. Half health indeed. Two flashes in hand. Not aware of how close the Sova is, but does he get a fourth here off this mid break? Space with another. Gets 4 on the round. This round is good as over.
Wow.
Wonderful job by Mr. Will Smith here. Not that Will Smith, the better Will Smith.
I was gonna say we're talking about the walk-off winner for the LA Dodgers, Will Smith.
No, not it's a little bit in between like that and like keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Like Will sometimes is a little bit of a hot hand, but you know what? We love him to death, and so that's what
hot hand, but also super aggressive.
Get it? Hot hand, baseball. Will Smith smacking people.
You know what I mean?
All right. Sun does not get the cleanup here, but this round is as good as over regardless. And looks like WLC gonna sit here around this close point just to get the guaranteed save on the half-buy rifles, coming out with a Ghost, a Spectre, and a wonderful Bulldog in hand from our Stuart Little.
It looks like actually, as you had mentioned in before previous matches, I'm kind of learning here with my terminology. But from what I saw on the scoreboard, seems like a pretty even economy going into this round. Am I wrong?
No, you are correct. But I think, if I'm not mistaken,
it looks like a full buy, maybe? From,
yeah, it is. It is. And that's great because if we can sort of get a look at their full buy, hey, well started off here in terms of like being economically smart from Ripon, but they're getting this aggressive push down here into mid, and they're going to get a whole lot of nothing for it as WLC full stack into A main here.
Wow.
Ripon really just getting aggressive down this mid push here.
They really committed.
WLC with a good smoke up, dash in, flashes out. They're not aware that this it's clean space with one right off the rip. Make sure this clone up is not getting another pick off here. Wonderful, wonderful execution in terms of just getting onto site and rifles out and Ripon once again with nothing to show for it, clearing out the corner. 2 on the trade. Wonderful takeoff from Junior there, but Concept with the pickoff with taping out from Zeno. Oh my gosh, bro. I can't even comprehend what's going on. Concept with 2 more with the Stinger. Close range battle. This is exactly where he wants to be. To be honest, son, he's not aware how close he is in terms of elbow. Doesn't get the pick off he needs. Unfortunate. But hey, remember how I've talked to you the last couple weeks about the economy situation when it comes to losing big buy rifles going into this round 3. They only got to save 1 rifle.
That's pretty amazing. There,
so
WLC going into the next round.
Yeah. So regardless, WLC should be in a pretty good position here to buy up, and Ripon in a big struggle, as we can see in terms of those light green, turquoise colored outlining of the. What am I looking at here? Okay, audio works. All right, sorry, I apologize. I'm trying to make sure everything's running for the stream properly. I'm just making sure yeah, okay, we're good. I apologize. In terms of this this menu up right here, we can see that the ratios. Early wall placement, possibly coming out here. Onto B main, dart out to get the info they need for it. Dart out. Ooh,
that's a lot of info there for
almost
Ripon.
Gets the pick off from space there. Bulldog, smoke, thorns, destroyed. Space possibly wanted to get a little bit frisky here with the flash. If he gets this info out, he does. Knows that there are 2 guaranteed. They're on site. Molly out as well. All this Brim util is completely just taken out. Concept with 2. Concept with 3. Oh my goodness. This man refuses to be stopped some days, and you know, I think that's the go-ahead sign that WLC is going to make their way through a link here, getting onto site and try and get a plant down, or do they keep fighting up through mid? Info had nothing sitting there in mid to stop them from keep this clean push up and through link. Dog out, dash in. Plant successful. Bit of damage done into the deadlock there. I don't think that was intentional. Just a spray through the smoke. Wow. Oh, spray through the smoke once again. Space with 1. Oh, and to the backside. I apologize. Space with the flank. Gets taken on himself, but with Ruby here sitting at 20 HP, it's surely over for him in terms of at least just trying to get a pick as his hope. But Sova lurking here through mid. Not aware is WLC of this Sova with the Guardian here. Whips 1 shot, gets the other. It's 1v1. Time is in favor of Concept here to get his, I believe, his 4th or 3rd on the round. Now he knows he's sitting here in elbow. Sure, there's nothing more he can do in terms of just trying to pause this out, but Concept with a nice cleanup here as this round is over. 3-0.
3.
3-1. I apologize in favor of WLC. Concept with another 3 on the round.
That's amazing.
Let's take a look at this this board right now. It's a fighting for the top once more from Space and Concept. They that lust for blood, you know. They're gonna do whatever they can to get their hands on.
Never gonna be a competition with Death Stall between those two. And, and that's not to say that Space is a horrible player. He's not. He's not at all. Don't get it twisted, okay? That man will go in and take 2 or 3 with him.
Don't get me twisted.
2 or 3 with him. So, kind of see how WLC plays this here. Concept holding onto Spike here. Looks like they're kind of going towards...
Not getting any info that they were hoping to get, but Dart out. I think they evaded it for the most part in terms of it spotting anybody. Smokes, perfect execution. Salt with the spray through. They know that they've at least got one, and they have him in heaven. Wonderful execution. Let's see if Space gets the clean off here. Into lobby, but gets nothing. A little bit of damage under the brim. They know there's at least 2 here sitting here in mid. Full rotate. Ooh, Phoenix peek. Wrong time. Flash out. Pistols in hand for everybody on besides this Marshall. WC just looking to clean this round up. Safe and good space and good in good hands. Getting another pick here. Shielded up. Phoenix with another. And Junior. Last in, last out. In terms of trying to push this site.
Seeming to be a little bit calm and easy here for WLC so far. Smooth sailing. I think every type of buy going their way for them.
Yep.
Every single round going their way. And yeah, especially with that a clutch 1v1. Little you know, a little nerve-wracking scenario there, but making quick work, honestly. On good pace.
Okay, full buys out from both teams. Sun deciding to go with the Spectre, half shield, just being a little bit smart. It's probably because he's sitting right there in terms of a lurking position and Space with another Space on a tear right now. Definitely a battle of the heavy hands here when it comes to the aim labs competition for Concept and Space. With another, definitely gets the evaporate, perfect timing. Xeno, Sort Little with another coming up through the smoke. TP across. They know there's one still sitting here in C main, but I think this round is as good as over in terms of just. Oh, there it is, Ripon with one. It's a good trade.
Yeah, time not necessarily in their favor, but they could make something happen here if they want to get it's a little aggressive.
And now the Soa here sitting here in the thorns and in the trap from the fade. It's a little bit of a slowdown. Hold you in there for at least 10 seconds solid. They're not aware that Stort's just kind of sitting here. They get the one off. Nice kill from the deadlock. Salt with another. Bisky's definitely doing his best to try and get it off, but Sun cleaning it up. Good position on the off angle.
Not gonna be
wonderful,
enough,
wonderful finish up round 6 for WLC, up 5-1. Miles, out of all things you've seen tonight, what kind of you impressed you the most, just from a seasonal standpoint, since we started streaming for these guys 8 weeks ago?
Yeah.
What do you think has improved the most, or who do you think has improved the most in terms of just team play and execution?
Honestly, and I know that he's had it, and I know that he's expressed the problem of dying. But honestly, Space. Honestly, from what I've seen, you know, I obviously, you know, just being a sophomore, haven't seen him in previous years, but just from what I can tell, his aggressiveness has paid off tremendously for this team.
No.
And I'm not talking about just racking up, you know, leaderboards. Oh. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Little interruption.
Little having a little bit of fun here. He knows his brim is one, and with the Marshall, there's nothing he can do in terms of a solid battle standpoint, but Ripon seizing themselves around into a link here, trying to make something happen. Smoke off. Deadlock alt in hand. Oh my goodness.
Wow, concept.
What a counterplay from Concept, just perfectly timing to avoid the brim ult, the brim smoke, and still get stuck in the deadlock trapping. Timeout on the side of Ripon here. WLC on fire right now, 6-1 going to this first timeout. Go ahead and continue, Miles, what you were saying there.
Oh yeah,
about,
sorry,
you know,
no, but
improvement.
just from space, I know that he's always had the aggression with his play style,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just from what I can tell, I feel like the shots have been hitting for him upon being so aggressive. You know what I mean? And I know that he loves to make early pushes, aggressive pushes, try to take as many enemies out as possible. I feel like he's definitely cleaned up in a sense of how many shots he's utilizing, how many enemies that he's taken out. I think it really just has been huge for this team, and it definitely shows considering that he's competing top leaderboard with this team's captain almost every single game now.
Yep.
Usually
Agreed.
topping the leaderboard, especially. So it's just been amazing to see that he knows his role on this team, and that's to just be a dog. Go out and get kills.
Yeah.
Go get them.
Finish it.
Honestly, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just been amazing to see that how the team has just been able to passively play around him.
Yeah,
Almost, you know
agreed.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's usually just a lot of easy 2v3, 2v4
Yeah.
situations.
In terms
on
of
account
breaking into sites.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
account of him pushing in, taking out at least 2 with him. I don't think I've seen a horrible push from him. I think I've seen him at least take.
Oh, trust me, pal. You're barking up the wrong tree there. We've seen a couple. But
But from what I've seen, yeah, it's been awesome to watch.
Ooh, Biskies with a nice op here. Also ult out from Sova. Not sure how aware they are about this TP in from Stuart Little. Sitting here in heaven. Gets the one, gets the second.
Stuart Little popping off here.
Gets the third. Oh my goodness.
Wow. I mean, are we gonna talk about that Stuart Little flank?
You can't
For the
even
triple.
Yeah, you can't even explain like how frustrating that is of just finally getting close enough to buy an op for Ripon, and then it immediately gets a pick, and then it's ripped right out of your hands because of a simple TP sitting there from heaven. Ripon seems just to be a little bit unaware in terms of just map positioning and how these ults are going to work out. I love to see when our boys in green, are absolutely dominating the floor in terms of stats and map differential.
Yeah.
Of course, the big goal right now is for these young men to go undefeated in this regular season in this pool play. 7-0 is the goal. Coming in a good position in terms of top 10 rankings, moving into regionals and LAN is also ideal. Nice pocket smoke flash. Like what a
That was an amazing play just
Yeah.
to keep Sun alive there.
Yeah. No, in terms of just the execution from Ripon there. Great job
sorry.
from just
Sorry,
no,
yeah.
you're good. Like the flash wasn't exactly what they wanted, but it gave enough to pull the eyes, and they got the pick off of main from space, and they got the pick off in A main, and so WLC coming back around playing default. I'm not sure what they're looking at here, but Ruby with another off down mid. They know there's one closer sitting with the Stinger, but let's see how fast they get these picks off. A little bit of panic. Sun with another, Sun with 2,
Sun
but
picked off.
Nino is the last man standing, and this is exactly who I would want to finish this 1v2. I don't care who it is.
I have all the
I do care who it is on this team, and Stuart is the guy who I'd want. This the deadlock dropping right at a nick of time. They're unaware of how close this spike is in terms of planting. The gun peek out of the smoke is unfortunate into the box, and Ruby gets to clean up. I wish we could have seen that angle, but it's a little funky.
I think it was I think Ripon kind of came out on the jump there, kind of almost took WLC there by surprise, you could say. So be interesting to see, if they try to take that win, try to gain a little bit of momentum off of it, see how our boys can recover after that round. I think still doing pretty well though in the economy sorts. So kind of see if Ripon can ruin that for WLC, or if WLC just keeps going, keeps on the roll.
Oh! Space with a headshot through the wall. Knows that there's one in box. Let his teammates know. Phoenix with the ult right here in the middle. I'm sorry. Very, very poorly timed ult from Ripon's Phoenix, but A bit comedic nonetheless.
Man,
It happens.
It was unfortunate.
Probably a
but,
little bit of a panic button press. Yeah, a little fat finger.
I would say so. A little too fast for
Drone coming out from the Sova. Site being cleaned up.
2v5.
From
I mean,
this op here. And the op is down. Once again, there's the go ahead. They save the op sign.
yep.
Just get out of there. Keep the most expensive gun in the game we can get
Yep.
in the hands of our team. WLC wouldn't have taken it up, but they would have loved to seen it get out. So now they got to be a little bit more wary once again of this op coming in here on the side of Ripon.
WLC kind of going head hunting here.
Yeah.
Just
Indeed. Yeah, they have to try and find a way to get this out. And the
Oh.
whip from Nyx here. Stuart Little
Just
happy to be
missed.
alive.
Wow. All right. Ripon saving the op, obviously huge for them. Save up a little bit more money, but WLC is just in the driver's seat, continuing to be 8-2. I mean, it's only a matter of time, honestly, at this point. We'll kind of see if they keep this rolling. Kind of see how Ripon decides to use their util here, and I don't know if we can kind of check to see, you know, ult-wise, like what each team is kind of rocking with.
Yep.
Just can't really tell. Sorry. Well,
Yeah,
both teams
half
actually,
by.
yeah.
No, half by in terms of outside of this op from Ripon.
Yeah.
They got the hero rifle, but flash out from this Phoenix is a good
Space
stay
picked
off.
off. Space picked off early too.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Lose that battle in mid link, so into A link, but Stuart on his shenanigans. He knows if he times this well, he can get a shot off into mid. But now they know they somebody spotted him, and now they're gonna try and clean him up. But this Nyx is not aware. Oh, Stuart, be more careful, young man. He's just causing chaos in this backline. TP's into the smoke. They're unaware of how close he is in the smoke. Doesn't get the second one that he needs, but hey, he's pulled them off of sight enough to get them onto sight. WLC, rightfully so, planting this spike. Any ults in hand is good for WLC. Hey, Rose Garden, perfect execution. Ripon getting rifles back in hand, but this ult from LJ here could be the thing that they need outside of this flash.
Let's
So,
see.
the moment they see a gun, they're gonna pull this ult out. Smoke out. Here's this ult from LJ. Sun, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Sun. Let it rip. Oh, what the? A deadlock with the ult, but this is the time that they need to pull it out again. Whip it. There he goes. Okay. They're slightly trying to. Oh,
Concept
this.
one.
I don't think they're gonna get this. Nope. Gun. Save these guns. Save these guns. Save these guns. Decent, well execution from Ripon on the side of the defense here. Unfortunate. Just a good pull from the
That
deadlock,
was-
pulling them
yeah.
all off. And then the gecko. I completely forgot they had a gecko. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Did you really? Did you really?
No slight at all to Cheese here. I forgot I was
mean,
severely confused seeing the spike defuse, but then I looked, I was like, oh, they have a gecko, the wingman diffusing it. So wingman is Gecko's default ability. It's like a little like stun bot. So it like runs this little creature, and if it like bounces off things, and if it spots you, it like chases you, and if it catches up to you, it like jumps at you and it stuns you. But it can also be used to like diffuse and plant spikes.
Oh, okay.
So that's how I was like, how is a spike being diffused if everyone's fighting? And I was like, oh shoot, they have a gecko. Well, regardless, 5-5 in terms of body count here for WLC, but they're up 8-3 going into the last round of this half. Space wants to push this site, and
Hopefully
Mr.
does
Salt
not
here
take-
will oblige happily. Every single ult used, but nice ults in terms of stopping this plant go down from the brim. Cam out. Concept with the cleanup. LJ not getting exactly what he needs. Concept dead on site, but now they have to get the spike back.
Oh, man.
It's nice because Space has his ult up, so he could get some pretty nasty 1v1s right now. If he can just get this wall down, he can find out exactly where this deadlock is. They have no idea where he is. He has no idea where they are. Gets one. Unaware. Good positioning here from Space. Realizing he needs to reload. Plenty of opportunity to get around. I'm not sure what that wall is supposed to imply, but you know what?
30
It's
seconds
okay.
left.
Yep. Plenty of time in hand to try and make something happen. I'm not sure. This positioning from Ripon's a little bit interesting. Spike
Very.
here.
I don't know. It seems like a bit odd.
Space.
Bait.
Yeah, Space
spacing.
Space taking his time to try and clear this site. Knows that Spike is clean. The moment he tries to drop this spike, they're gonna bait it out, and here comes Ripon. Is he not gonna get the plan off? Gets the one
Just missed
headshot
the
through the
shot.
wall.
Wow.
definitely that deadlock is low, but you know what? It's okay. Good,
That's okay.
good turnaround in terms of Ripon actually bringing something back to life here for this game.
100%. But
Yeah.
I think, like you had mentioned before, this is a defender heavy map.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
having our boys in green closing out this map on defender side,
Yep.
I couldn't be
Any
more
more
than
happy
confident.
with the result of the half.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
no matter if they're going on a 2-round lose streak right
Yep.
there, I think being on the defense side, I think they know exactly what they're doing. I think
Yep.
they know exactly how they want to approach this. So it's just a matter of executing, finish it. So let's see if our boys in green can do that. I have the utmost faith that they will.
Okay. Ripon. Kind of the same thing what WLC did earlier. Getting this mid push heavy. Ripon unaware that they have left A entirely. That if they've cleaned enough of this mid push, they know for certain that Ripon is going to be starting pushing A here. Let's see if Space can try and get something off. Salt with the pick off with the... Oh, I love these fights, but this is terrifying in terms of Space.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly what I was worried about.
Yep.
Hey, but he did enough damage. Concept with one. This Sova super low. This Gecko also low. Pick off on the
Sun on
Xeno
the flank.
here is exactly what they needed. Concept just getting out in time.
Sun on the flank.
Here comes Sun and Elbow. Do they get this one off? One from Salt, two from Salt. They know he's in the box, and the cleanup from Salt.
What an amazing flank from
From
Sun
Sun.
there.
Yep.
Perfect
LJ.
flank, perfectly timed.
Wonderful job.
Easy diffuse.
Yep. Making sure the coast is clear with that one.
Of course.
Got to. You
Got it.
never
Can
be-
never be too careful.
Safety never takes a holiday.
Oh man. Is that a Hubie Halloween? Little quote there? Is that a little reference?
No. In the season of Thanksgiving, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh, forget it. Practically same universe. Practically same universe. You are right though. I'm sorry. I was thinking of I think that is what I was thinking of, but
Of course. All right, WLC getting aggressive in terms of both site pushes. Concept with the knowledge and info to send out that dog. Woof woof, sniffing it out. Mid is alerting me, letting me know that I have to go make my way around. And here's a 1v1 fight on B. Sova, Nyx grabbing the orb here.
Sun trying to make something happen here.
But as we can kind of see, a bit of a split situation right now. Bisky's with one. Bisky is slowed down. A little bit terrifying just to be stuck out in the middle of the hallway in a slow, but thankfully he gets out with his life. Space just kind of gets picked up from behind, unaware. Sun with the opportunity to make a hero play here. Doesn't get spotted out by the dart. Stinger in hand, but they know he's here. Doesn't get the pickup he needs. This one might be in favor of Ripon getting this plant down.
3v5,
Yeah.
a little more like 2.5v5.
No force buy from Ripon, just really nice gunplay here. And George with another in terms of, I think in the back of the site. Yeah, they're full on swinging. WLC isn't going to try and hold on to these guns here. They're going to try and get as many picks in as they can. Get the ult to charge up. Eye coming out. Info had one from Heaven. But drop off. Dart down. They know both of them are there. Salt with a hopeful shot up, but doesn't get nothing out of it. Concept as the one and lonely man here. Does he get the cleanup here? Gets one, gets two, doesn't get three. Bisky with 3 on the round. Good effort by Ripon there to try and bring this one back.
100%.
Closing it back down to 4. Good thrifty. Wonderful opportunity.
Yeah,
For Ripon to try and bring this around here. But Rifles in favor of Ripon, which is
Yes.
wonderful to see because they won that second round. WLC just planning to go a little bit more passive here. Buy a bit of shield. Buy some gun, buy some rifle.
Yep.
It's okay.
They know that if they can definitely make something happen here, that they'll be at a perfect buy spot coming into the next round. So let's see if they can have some magic in their pocket, you know.
Ooh.
looking like Ripon is trying to go B.
Yeah. Ripon kind of sneaking their way around here into B main once again. But Sun, being patient, hearing the steps outside of B main, is aware that there is a presence here. But how much of a presence? Unaware. As Ripon tries to play this off once again, they're not aware of how patient Salt has been here. And he's just going to sit here in this off angle box, waiting for one to come in. He's going to be patient. He's got the frenzy in hand. It's a little bit of a pea shooter, but it's fast and it's efficient gun shooting. And so close range matches are in his favor. Space. Not aware that there's one in A link, but he's trying to wrap around. Two sitting here on A site. If they even get a pick off here, it could be disastrous. Oh, and there's the pick off.
There's a trade though. There's another pick.
Okay, Stort making one happen, but the rifles are out. Two sheriffs in hand from WLC, but unaware of how much pressure there's going to be here. And so Concept, oh my goodness, I'm not even going to try it. They threw the wall down because they knew Concept was going to be here. Walling it off, but Sun has an opportunity to make a play here and misses the ability to kill the stun. Doesn't get it out. Concept here, just going to do his best to take any man out. Try and get the rifles out. Doesn't get the one he needs. Biskies gets to clean up on the round. 9-3 in favor of WLC still. But Ripon making a fight out of it.
Yeah.
WLC gets the opportunity to buy here. At least somewhat of a half buy. Yeah, a couple rifles.
Yep.
Odin in hand.
Odin and
Nasty, nasty Stewart.
You know, I was talking. I kind of had a little solo interview with Stuart Little after last week's match, and I was like, you know, I kind of wanted to give you an amazing nickname on account of me being a Marvel fan. Shout out all Marvel fans out there. So I decided to combine his nickname.
Stuart Little, yeah.
Stuart Odinson.
All right.
And on account of his Odin.
You're choosing me out here, man.
His, Odin love, you know what I mean?
Biskies with the headshot on the space here. Not what WLC needs here. In terms of just making an effort out of this half. Ripon putting up a good fight right now, man. I'm really happy that we're getting a somewhat of a decent match round one. I hate games that just go completely one side. I know it's silly to say because, you know, it's good that your team's, you know, dominating the scene, but I like challenges. You know, I think every team needs a challenge because they can't get lazy, you know.
Yep.
So
and I mean, are you telling me that you wouldn't take a match like last week's match all day, every day?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I agree.
It's something.
Even with that one map loss, you know, maps 2 and 3 weren't even the same people. So
no, it's exciting.
Info gathered. They know that there's one sitting here on site. They're not sure if it's an Odin or not. Molly out. Molly crossing themselves off here. Stort getting caught in the process of this trap. But they stunned it. They slowed it. Here comes the drone. I'm not sure what their entire goal is here, but they've got sight. They can get the plant down surely. Concept trying to push up here. Dart out. Sun on the flank. They're not aware of how far he is or how close he is. Ruby with another. Salt getting picked off. Concept with the pick off.
Sun still coming in here though off the flank. See if he can make something happen here.
But he's got the wall up, and so any inclination that he gives in terms of destroying this wall, they're gonna know. And they probably kind of feel it because they're wondering, well, where's the second guy at? And there it is. Biski's kind of being a little patient here, unaware of how close they are. Nothing to clear in the box. Looks like Mr. Concept here is going to be the last one to be cleaned up. WLC still up 9-7 in defender side at half.
Personally, I would take a timeout here if I was WLC.
I would think so.
Like,
yeah,
there
absolutely.
We go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, Coach Temps, you know, doing what he thinks is best, getting these guys settled in. Bit of a rough buy right now in terms of our Warriors, so they're gonna have to probably spot this one out in terms of buying something short here. Maybe Ripon's got the number right now for this map. So
they do indeed.
WLC, I wouldn't say they're shaken, but they're definitely a little bit at an odds end of just confusion, maybe in terms of just wanting to execute properly and things just not falling in place how they want them to. Not uncommon. So when it's all said and done, I think we're gonna see our boys come out here in a little bit of a calmer pace.
Yeah, 100%.
Coach Temps usually gets these boys in the right situation. In terms of our lovely chat tonight, whoever is watching, thank you for tuning in. If you have anything to you'd like to add to our chat box and communicate with us anytime during the match, we would be more than happy to oblige. Miles, so far this week, our Rocket League, they have that great match and they won.
Yeah.
In terms of varsity, which is wonderful to see, getting ready for whatever they can for regionals. and regionals is taking place the 15th and the 16th. And we will see our Warriors up there. They're making plans already to get everything set it away, to get a car up there. And our IT director, Kurt's going to be taking them up there. And they're going to most likely stay in a hotel. So moving into this extra round here after the timeout, WLC half buy. As predicted, a couple stingers, a couple bulldogs. Concept hit with the drone dart. Salt's kind of getting a little risky-bisky here, just trying to get info. Backed off, knowing that he hears steps in mid. He's probably telling them that they're rotating towards B, and here comes the rotate themselves. Sun just having to be patient here. Sheriff in hand. Dart out. Phoenix ult out. Whiffs his shots. Doesn't get the what he needs in terms of just making sure something happens here. LJ, you gotta move, son! 18 health in hand.
Jeez.
Salt with the lucky cleanup, but here comes the plant once more from Ripon. And Dart finishes LJ off. Sun, just an unfortunate situation in terms of just shield by, and it looks like Salt here is going to be in a similar one. No health in hand, so he's probably going to be the first one to try and push out here in terms of giving his guys a shot. They know that most of them are pushed off of site, and so this is going to be an opportunity for WLC to either get a good post plant, defuse, and then here comes the ult from the get-go. 4G1, Space gets another. Concept tagged up in terms of being ulted on. And that's the round finish. That's a lot of ults out there from the side of Ripon.
That was a lot.
3 ults. But 2 still in hand. 2 good ults. And Miles, as crappy as it is to say, man, they kind of got the number.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's and hey, it's nice to see. Kind of honestly, to me, I think it's a little nice to see seeing attacker sided on a corrode map going so well. Because it's rare to see, very rare to see. Both attacker sides looking well. So
yeah, from what I've seen, it's just like it's kind of the opposite of what you've
yeah
told me how this map usually works.
Exactly, I know, and shame on me.
Interesting.
Yeah, shame on me because now I'm embarrassed to even open up my mouth anymore because I'm giving everything the Cassius curse apparently. Space sitting here with the Guardian hoping to get a little pick off here. Nothing have it. Half shot onto the head of the Phoenix here. Throws the fireball down. It's probably going to heal up to at least full health without any shields. But now they know there's going to be a little bit of a watchful eye here in B main. WLC being patient. Sitting in a nice little cubby corners. Dash is available. Fades available. No dogs used. Oh, well, 1 dog used. I apologize. But what is the attempt here from Ripon? And they get the shot off through the wall from George Jr. Very nice. Very nice. Just being patient there, waiting for that wall. Salt with the nice comeback of that headshot. Zeno, Stort with another onto sight. Wonderful, wonderful pause. Ripon rethinking their options right now with Spike in hand from this get-go. Slowly backing it up. Salt with the ult, knowing that he's got 1 here at least. Not going to be able to take the same fight as they wanted to. Dropping this rifle, grabbing another. Flash out. Does he get the fade off? Yes, he does. Hopefully he gets the pick off here. Doesn't get the one he wants. 2v1 though. Sun, nice pickup here. And Ruby now sitting here at half health. 1 HP, 1 shot, and this guy's done. But Spike's in here in the middle of the map. In mid. I think Ruby's going to have an opportunity to grab it. Yes, he does. Backing off. Stort already kind of done a little bit of the ward's work. He knows it's going to take a few measly seconds to get this spike down, and I don't think he's going to get it because Stort's going to play this pretty close to the gut, and no matter what, they don't have time to get this spike down, and they're just going to sit here patiently. Round over.
Here we go.
Defenders win, and the rifle out from Stort. Diffuse. Not going to happen because there's no point in it.
There's no point, but we got the rifle out.
Rifle out. Yeah, round 1, WLC back on the winner's column. 10-8 in terms of round 18 here. Miles, it looks like tonight for Thursday Night Football, we have a wonderful AFC West division rival match between the Raiders and the Broncos. Raiders being 2-6, Broncos being 7-2. Who do you got on that one? Give me the odds on that one. Who do you got?
It should be all odds in favor of the Broncos.
Yeah.
If you don't even have to be a ball knower at that point, I would say, just to realize that how bad Geno Smith is playing and how dumb Pete Carroll kind of looks as the head coach. I'm just stating what it looks like.
Hey,
It looks
man.
like that Pete Carroll was stuck on those 2 good, decent years that Gino had with him. So, get a little dicey off.
You know what?
Off the bat.
I don't like your attitude. That's not very sportsmanlike of you. You know what? Holy util dump from the side of Ripon here, just trying to get wherever they can. Son miraculously gets a pick off onto the Sova. Zeno with another. Coming in from the flank, but he doesn't get exactly what he needs. Sun's ultimately going to be killed off here from the Fate ult, but
Space.
3-2 in favor of WLC. Salt with the flank. Junior with another. Ruby gets the pick off that they need. Unaware that there's one sitting here. Nice cleanup from Salt on the round.
Amazing pickup from Salt. Holy cow.
Patiently timing that flank well. WLC 2 rounds in a row back inside of the winner's column, up 11-8. I think in terms of the Broncos, I think Bo Nix is doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
In his second year. No sophomore slump so far, but what I love to see is J.K. Dobbins, man. That man has had so many unfortunate setbacks, and he's finally having the year. Regardless of how impactful they feel it is, I know for him, somebody who the guy tore his ACL last year.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, and just to see a bounce back like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'd also like to talk about his a little fighting.
No, it's okay. I think rifle for rifle. Oh my goodness, and that's not what you want. The spray through the smoke going in favor of Nyx here. Dogs coming out. This Phoenix ult push is only going to get them so far. Two picks up from Space to the box and to the head of both initiators. And here comes the early ult from... Space unfortunately picked off from the Brim ult.
Concept
Orbital Ray getting what he needs. Flash out from the Phoenix. They're not sure that Concept is just sitting this far back in sight. But Fireball is going to delay him. A little bit of damage done as well. 3v3. Pretty even across the board in terms of health bars and ammo.
Salt kind of... clearing out the backside, possibly a little flank here.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful, wonderful execution from Salt. Does he get second? No, he doesn't, but they know that there's at least another one here. Both of them stuck in this Rose Garden, knowing that they don't have the rifles in hand. Wall coming up, trap out. They know they've got this Phoenix in here. They're just going to slowly push towards the spike, and one's going to defuse, and one's going to pray to get this pick off because they need the ult orb. Sun not getting exactly what he wants, but he doesn't get the turnout he wants as well.
Yeah.
A little bit of a poor execution there from WLC, without a doubt. I feel like they could have done a little more with maybe a flash toss in there or something.
Maybe a flash, yeah.
I'm not sure if LJ had it, but nice timing from the Phoenix to get exactly what he needs through the box, spraying through it, and then getting just the tip. And then LJ cleaning, not being able to clean up that round from the Phoenix. But you know what? That happens.
Okay.
WLC up 11-9. They need to get 12 here to guarantee overtime, so that's definitely what they're playing for. One round at a time. Half buy. Another round of aggression. A main here from WLC.
And to be honest,
they need to make something happen. Flash out, stun out. Not exactly what they want. Turning towards each other, but that's okay. It happens, man. This is still an even fight for pistols versus what the guns are. And Concept, knowing that he just wants to try and survive this, they're unaware of how close he is. But hey, it's a 2v1. And you know what? I don't mind that at all because it's a sheriff versus 2 rifles. But hey, guess what? The rifles are practically gone. And LJ certainly knows where they're going to be heading into. Yep, steps heard. Sun ready for the battle that is at hand. Here's them coming into elbow. How sneaky is he going to get here? Immediately playing off this corner here. Whiffs one, does not get the other. Unfortunate. He felt the pressure and could not withstand the heat.
Oh.
Ripon bringing this back to 1 round, 11-10 inside WLC. Biskies knowing that they need a timeout here because I wouldn't say they're in a bad spot for buying, but they need to execute this round to a T. WLC will have some rifles, some shields, and they know maybe if we just secure anything we can in terms of a pick here with anybody with these ults, it's pretty much a guaranteed win.
Yeah.
So in favor of WLC, 3 ults, 3 good contesting ults.
100%.
In terms of getting you the info that you need. I bet Space here, sitting there with a little bit of a awkward KD.
Awkward.
Is going to be sitting out here with this Stinger and ulting. I think it's in his best favor to try and push through this whatever main he wants to get out of and ulting early and probably just getting the pick off he wants. And then just swinging it right back. Because any fight taken with one without a trade is a good fight. Getting out with your life and Space. When he's in his ult, he heals up if he fades out anyway. So
yeah,
in favor of that. Let's see how they kind of line themselves here, map position wise. We hope everybody in the chat's having a wonderful night.
Hope everybody's been adjusting to the daylight savings.
Yes.
You know,
yeah,
it's been
exactly.
throwing me off. I've been getting tired at 6 because it's dark by 5.
Yep.
You know, it's been the worst. As a college student, waking up already at 5 o'clock in the morning just for tennis practice, and it's brighter than it is at 5 p.m. On days it's really throwing me off. But hopefully everybody else is adjusting way better than I am.
Patience from WLC. And exactly as I called it, here comes that ult out from space with the stinger in hand. Both duelists just sitting here. I don't think it's in our best position to try and push this here. It's okay to grab info and try and tease them out, but at the same time, being aggressive here is not the solution in terms of just what I feel like they need, but you know what? It pays off regardless.
You already know who. You don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. I forget. I apologize. Stuart Little with the cleanup. Spike down here in B main into lobby is exactly the favor that they needed in main, but hopefully. Oh, Nyx. See, that's exactly what I was afraid of. Nyx with the pickoff. Smoke down because they still have the brim up. 3v3. And this, without a doubt, is going to trap them. And Salt sitting here just hoping to get something off, but none doing it. And here comes the ult from the deadlock. Gets what they need, and it looks like it's going to be a round over.
Yep.
Wonderful turnaround from Ripon there. Getting that spike back didn't really matter because they just finished off the kills. Tied 11-11.
Can you just kind of run me through, because this is, for me personally, I'm seeing at least like 2 characters that I haven't seen, you know, played yet. So can you kind of run me through which hero Biskies is playing as?
Biskies is playing Deadlock. Deadlock is a controller. No, I apologize. Deadlock is a sentinel, and her kit is primarily based off of just like how do I explain it? It's not even a recon sentinel. They're like a very heavy site based sentinel. Like if they drop all their util on a site and they drop their wall down, there's like a little barrier that comes up. You can shoot through it, but you can't walk through it.
Okay.
And then their ult is this like death cage that they just shoot out of their hand, and it craps that blue
that's what I
spider
noticed.
web thing you saw. That's her ult, and it literally if you shoot it from a certain point and you capture somebody in it, and that person gets pulled in slowly to the point where the ult was shot, if they hit the point where the ult was shot, they're killed. It's an instant death. So you can break it like almost all the other ults in this game, but at the same time it takes a little bit of patience to try and pull this off. WC unaware of how close this one is here into a link. And
each pick.
Sova just being ever so patient here. Gets the one he wants. Space with another one at the right. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
All right, they needed this. Frankly,
huge.
They needed this. 4v2. WLC need to be smart here. As Ripon still has spike in hand, and here comes the ult from Stuart Little here. Smoking off B main. Here's the big thundering steps. Gets the one that he needs, gets the 2 that he needs. Stuart is good for it. My good friend, Stuart Little. Almost that finish on the round was almost as nice as Stuart Little's red car. Yeah.
That was a nice car. If you didn't want that when you were younger,
I know. I was same. I wish I was that small, but it's all right.
You're acting like you're huge though. You're not huge.
I'm a big Berth though. Let's just to say the least. I'm not a small man by any means necessary. You know what? So. WLC making this a close one. 12-11 going into round. It's round 15 now.
If you're not
round
into,
24, I can't even speak in round 24. Yeah. If
you're not into nail biting matchups, then you're in the wrong place.
Yeah, I agree. But all out for space here, and Spray's coming through. Unaware of how close space is. Salt is here. Smoke's coming out, denying them the info that they need from B main or mid. Ripping through this back lobby here and trying to get set up for a good push into A main. Salt not having it. Here comes the flash out from Phoenix. Wall up. Dart out. Wall tripped. Hey, this YouTube just all got used, and guess what? Now they have to sit behind a wall for a few seconds. And WLC is fully aware that this is going to be sitting here. Phoenix ult out. Does he get the favor and the pick he wants? I'm not sure.
Doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like he'll get the
No, nothing have it, but they're on to site regardless, and WLC playing for a retake right now. Sitting in the smoke pretty. Xeno with one. Doesn't get another. Sun with one, but concept picked off. Not exactly what you want to see as your lead man is out of the fight.
3v3.
But space still op in hand. 3v3. Yes, indeed. Gecko alt out. Stun out. Space with the op.
Huge shot.
Huge shot indeed. Oh, space with another. I don't think they can test this for a fourth. Space with the info had. Salt with the cleanup. WLC finished round 1. Map 1, 13-11. Close. Close, but I love that. I love seeing this map get figured out in terms of attacker side of things. I hate watching how defended sided this map is. And I'm glad with the result.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the result.
And
WLC got the win. That's the good one.
Yep.
And there was both attacker sides were very efficient to watch, which was a good thing. And Space finishing on top of the leaderboard at 22 and 22.
Is there anything
Somehow,
else that
some way.
Is there anything else that you expected? And I mean, clutch too.
Yeah.
I mean, clutch
Yeah.
on top of that. I mean, that's a interesting stat line there for Space. But,
Yeah, but you know what? It's a win. WLC up 1-0 at a best of 3 in this map. And with that being said, we will take a little bit of a timeout as I am thirsty. And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go back into our previous round situation, or previous map. WLC taking Corrode, 13-11. A little bit closer one than we wanted to see, Miles, but it's always fun, you know, to get the action of brewing from any map that is called Corrode, because it's such a defensive side of map. It gets a little boring. But moving into Haven here, WC starting on the attacker side, wanting to favor the map that is attacker sided heavy. Interesting setup here, as they know that the sniper here is close, but he did not see Space dash in there. Easy pick from Space. The nice dash in, confusing. Who was that? Ruby. Ruby confused a little bit. Didn't even see Space dash in. Biskies with another trade onto Sun.
I gotta say, watching Space on Jet is probably like one of my favorite characters of to see him play as.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly.
Yeah. And that's the cleanup from Space with 4 in the round. Almost at the ace, but you know what? Not everything's gonna go the way you want it to. WLC up 1-0 in the half. And I think, Miles, for the most part, WLC this round wants to, as they've done in previous matches against other teams, take round 2 and 3. If they go to 3, I don't think they probably will. But regardless, take map 2 to new heights when it comes to domination. The goal right now is just to clean up any of the mistakes they made previously and just move along into this new half. And Space automatically with the heavy buy up on the shield and the Phantom could cause potential damage, but the dash doesn't get off, and the pick off from Cheese is an unfortunate one as well. But WC back with the Phantom in hand and the plant off. Dart's not having it. I don't think they're making connects to anybody. Sova drone out, and Salt sitting up here looking nice and pretty up in heaven of B site, or not even heaven, on top of the box. Picks all coming in favor of WLC. Looks like this round is going to be cleaned up.
There we go.
Boys, I can hear him from outside this wall and outside of the streaming room are happy. I can hear him freaking out and yelling a little bit, having fun, back in that rhythm. That's what's important, especially when it comes to playing long games like this. You know, you get exhausted. You and I both know from experience of playing Valorant or not Valorant, Overwatch and Rivals together.
Yeah.
You know, spending hours and hours upon games, you know, especially as traditional athletes as well, like our bodies feed off of like not just the physical energy we have to give ourselves, but the mental, you know, pushing through how many rounds we can play in a day. It's exhausting, man. I get hungry. Personally, when I'm done playing a game for like 3 hours, I'm starving. Like,
no, 100%.
So I need a break, and I want to watch some Paddington 2.
Good comfort food. Sit down, little snacky, in bed, chill, watch Paddington.
I'm a Paddington 1 guy. I'm gonna be honest. I like Paddington 2, but I think Paddington 1 has a little bit of a softer spot for me.
No, 100%. I see the hype. Paddington
I think the villain. I think the villain in Paddington 2 is a little bit better.
Of course.
Because Hugh Laurie is pretty funny. But man, moving forward, WLC no trades in this round for any team, but spike down for a favor of WLC. Junior with the. Did they buy up? I apologize. This is round 3 we're in right now. I'm psyching myself out. WLC hoping to try and get some nice fights off here with the Ghost, but nothing happening. Couple rifles out on the side of Ripon, but and spike diffused. You know, talking about Paddington, man, threw me off a little bit.
Yeah,
I apologize for that, chat. I think we're talking position-wise for money. WLC still in a good spot. Yep. Rifles up in hand. Ripon a little bit shaky. They're probably gonna just stick with. Yeah, figured it's gonna be a Marshall for Cheese. Ruby, you know, gonna use these trips as much as possible with the double initiator setup, which I love to see from WLC.
You love your double initiator.
I love my double initiator. They can easily destroy these trips on C site here with an easy. Oh my goodness, Salt, just perfectly using that Sova dart to his advantage in Space. Dashing up to the box here, cleaning it up on sides. Flash out, double flash out. Too close for comfort for the Space, but gets 2 in hand, like you said earlier.
course.
That's all he needs.
That's all I need.
It doesn't matter the death ratio. If he's getting 1 or 2 and opening up a site and getting spiked down for them, wonderful, wonderful turnout. But
Oh,
perfect flash shot from Junior, making this a 2v3. Sun not aware, but Zeno said, no, 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 no. I do not like this. Sam I am. Flash is out. Shock dart's out. Shock dart slightly missed, but that's okay. Salt, nice headshot onto Ruby here and get the third cleanup onto Junior. And from heaven, wonderful.
Salt
wonderful.
with the triple.
Yeah. Once again, the attackers of both teams proving to be very fatal in execution. Love to see it, man.
WLC just kind of taking back that dominance.
Yeah. Miles, what would you say your favorite comfort movie is?
My favorite comfort movie?
Can I give a shot at it?
Go ahead.
Transformers 1.
You know, that's a really good
Close.
one.
Oh,
That's
no.
really good.
Okay,
I don't know if I could say off the top of my head. I'm a big movie buff.
Yeah.
Movie
Dude, we should do trivia together. Honestly. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Marvel movie guy too, so you know, if I find a good Marvel movie that I haven't watched in a while, I'll sit down and watch it. But yeah, Alt out there.
Oh, Nyx just hitting that last alt piece off onto Salt there. Into a short into sewer, but they're aware that they're sitting here just in a long with no lurk in hand. WLC trying to be patient, knowing that they are walking into pistols here. They want to get this off, but if Zeno gets an unfortunate off-angle pick here, unfortunate indeed, it's not going to go in favor of WLC. Rifle in hand, but space with the lack and knowledge, but doesn't get exactly what he wants himself. WLC still being strong here in their ways, trying to hold this A main presence. Stubborn indeed might be the name of this round, but you know what? They're going to try and make it work no matter what.
2 on about 3.5.
Yeah, Concept with the whole entire set of util here and one alt orb away from getting his ult. They can swing this right open and make it a 2v2 real quick with the stun and a flash here if they time this well, but I don't know if they're going to try and push for it. Maybe saving the guns here will be the best play, but it's pistols, and that's really frustrating as a team that wants to get this through. They know the Thrifty is in hand here, but they're unaware. Flash up, but I don't think we're going to get the play we want here, and Ruby being patient pays off. Pistols out, rifles in the hands of Ripon.
You know, I actually do have an answer to your earlier question about my favorite comfort movie.
Yeah.
Bit of a random pull. Fantastic Mr. Fox.
A Paul Anderson movie I have not seen.
Wes Anderson.
Wes, I apologize. Paul, Wes, yeah. Aren't they brothers?
Probably.
They probably are brothers. I don't know at this point, but well, I've probably seen more Wes Anderson or Paul Anderson than Wes Anderson. I don't know. I've seen Wes Anderson a lot. That's a good one. I haven't seen that. That's odd about most of the movies. I haven't seen that.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, I've seen Astro City. Like that's how many. Like I've seen a good amount of his movies, but I haven't seen that one. I liked The French Report. I think it's called. I can't remember if it's called The French Report. It was one that came out maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
I don't remember exactly.
The cast was really big, but I also just enjoyed like the tone and setting of the movie. His storytelling is unlike any other, and his cinematography is unique. That it's just so simple and plain, you know, and they don't have to worry about, you know, like making any serious mistakes because a lot of it can just come off of pure ad lib, and that's what's nice about it. WSC being patient here as they sit here on a plethora of a breach util setting up a flash, and they're not aware that this spike is being diffused, and this might be an unfortunate situation for WLC, and the spike is diffused. Surely not exactly what WLC was looking for, as they do clean up the kills in this round, so at least rifles are out. But definitely an awkward situation.
Yeah.
Not what they wanted at all. WLC, now this map is tied up 3-3.
Ripping with the op.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Well, they lost the op. But now, you know, now it comes down to how embarrassed are you, and are you guys going to talk about it like grown men? So
it comes down to show your guns.
Show your guns.
Show your guns.
Honestly, not ideal as to what we just saw there.
Yeah.
But you know what? It happens. I don't know. Okay. WLC not getting exactly what they want because they brought the op back out from the side of Ripon. Nice pick off from Biskies there. Drone out from the Sova. Cam out, still sitting here on C long from the Cypher. Junior, make sure that garage is clean. WLC being patient here, still in A main, not exactly sure what they want to do. They still have rifles in hand and full shields and plenty of util, but if they want to make something happen here, man, it's got to be within the next at least 25 to 30 seconds of this round, because this op is going to pin them down along with this Odin in a really bad spot as Ruby just sits here on C main. C site surely locked away, and I think WLC might be walking in for a worse for wear situation here.
Oh boy. See what they can squeeze out here.
Cam down. He knows there's something out here, and he's probably just gonna spray through this box if he gets any more inclination of util being pushed here. Maybe a stun out first, and here comes the flash, and they. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! This is exactly what they needed. Flip this round. The Odin out.
Wow.
WLC perfect patience and just pushing off of this C main push onto site. Spike down, and the ult still in hand for Concept. Holy moly! I couldn't. Perfect execution. Perfect execution.
Perfect patience there.
And Sova Dart out, destroyed. No info grabbed at all. 4v3 still inside of WLC. Odin gone. Op still out. Do they even try and fight with this op if they get another pick off here inside WLC? Oh, being sneaky here is Zeno. 1, 2. And this op surely can't get anything done here. He does peel out the rifle just in case. Zeno with 3 on the round. And Salt with the cleanup. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That is exactly what they needed. Oh my goodness. What a page turner.
Free Odin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Free Odin, free op.
Wow.
But they didn't take it.
Oh.
So regardless, money out of the pockets and out of the hands of Ripon. But I know Zeno, Mr. Sturt Little himself, is very happy to have an Odin in his hands. It gives him life. It gives him power.
He's just giggling to himself a little bit there. Just kind of like up to something mischievous.
Yeah,
you know.
Absolutely. I think it's my fault actually. For doubting these guys. I shouldn't have doubted them. But you know, when you see something that could possibly be set up for failure, you know, it's a little bit, you know, it's not wrong of you to assume that could happen. WLC, Killjoy ult out, pushing up on the site here is Sun swinging out first. They get the break on the util. Not really worried because they know where the cam is. All Cypher util cleared out. 5v5 still going into this. Lombot down. Nades down. One pushing in through, and Salt playing the role of Stuart. Unaware that there's still one close in grass here from this Clove, and this Clove just over pursuing, I think, by a mile as they're gonna run into this bot, and immediately team's alerted. Great. Hey guys, what's that little body? There's one in C long, and you're not gonna be able to handle it because you have pistols? Absolutely, and here comes the rush down from Concept, flash in hand, spun out. Stuart with 2 with the Odin. He's so happy right now. He should just finish it up. Salt with 3 on the round.
The Odin kills.
Look at this. Ult still in hand inside the WLC.
Wow.
Only use that Killjoy ult.
Coming up on a third.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money to go around.
Salt wanted to kind of put last round behind him as it wasn't his greatest performance, you know, and once said, no, like I can do more than what I've been doing for the team. He wasn't necessarily a lurk player. He's destroying the lurk. So being patient there, you know, in terms of being attacker, it has its advantages, and clearly it showed, you know, by him picking off that one through garage.
Yeah. And
pulled the attention of the Clove all the way off from using their smokes. Albeit pistol round, but still, you know, a successful one at that, and that's all that matters is you get the map win.
100%.
Or the round win. WLC running right into this op once more from Biskies. Smokes out. Here comes the breach ult. Tagging 3. And WLC being aggressive, pushing up onto this site. Knowing that there's a lot in mid here. They see this flash. It's out. Hear the drone coming out right now.
See.
Drone gets very little in terms of, like, actually knowledge where they are.
A lot of bend, but no break from one team.
Here comes the ult from the Astra. I forgot that they had an Astra, but here comes the aftershock from the breach. They know there's at least one breach in heaven. But are they aware that there's 2 sitting in here? Flash perfectly timed. And no smoke in hand for Concept. A little bit of a whiff in terms of getting that info, but you know what? This ult is going to give them an unfair advantage in terms of spraying through this trap here. And do they get the stop off? Yes, they do. And surely Clove here doesn't get exactly what they want. All good guns saved. WLC running away in gleeful cheerfulness for saving the gun, and we're getting the round win.
Salt was on 0.1 HP instead of 1.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was
very close.
That was insane.
Very close.
WLC right where they want to be, honestly.
Yep.
It is looking in their favor heavily, honestly, for
Yep.
possibly the next 2 rounds, at least ult and util wise. So yeah. See if they can keep this party bus rolling. Salt, first blood. Ever since you said that he had that, he wanted to make up for that iffy round, he's been on a tear almost. Been playing everything right, hitting his shots. It's been amazing to watch.
Yeah. Spike off and planted for WLC. Pistols and Marshall back in the hands of our opponent in Ripon. And Salt with a little sneaky peek through the window. Saw quite a little bit of a hand flipping up while Astro was in her astral form. Xeno with 2 with the Odin. And they are firmly aware of where this Sova is. And he's not going to do anything here but try and get rifles out of hands because he's just got Sheriff. And I don't think it'll happen as he immediately gets flashed and finished off by Concept once more.
Oh, man.
WLC up 7-3 in round number... What is that, 10? Yeah. Jeez, man.
I'm just going to say it. Timeout here on the...
Yeah, timeout on the side of Ripon. So I guess, Miles, in terms of what Ripon had there at a good start was just the clear miscommunications and opportunities missed for the side of WLC.
Yeah.
Didn't even need a timeout to talk with Coach Tempt about this decision making. I'm sure Captain Jesse, Mr. Concept said, "Hey boys, let's lock in here. We're better than this." And so far so good for the last 4 rounds, putting themselves ahead on top in a clear defining statement that they will not roll over and be pushed around as they were in the previous map.
Oh yeah.
On the side of Ripon.
Yeah.
So let's see how they finish out these last 2 rounds. If they make it 9-3, or if Ripon makes it a 5-7. But Miles, other than that, what are your thoughts on this match so far?
Yeah, no. Aside from the really close first round, WLC definitely has gotten it back together, honestly, and they've gotten rolling. It seems like they know what they want to do, and it seems like every single plan that they have executing almost to perfection. And I want to see a little bit more aggression here, almost out of the side of WLC, and just the point of show me what you got from Ripon, honestly.
Absolutely.
Just draw their hands and see what they can do.
Space spotting out the Clove on the site there. Clove dropping the immediate smoke down. Just grabbing the Altor. Probably just going to play a little bit more passive here. As Salt, trying to play grass here. Just a little more patiently. I think they just broke that. Cam's still up for the Cypher sitting here in Garage. Which, oh my goodness, sitting here with the Odin in hand. Both teams with monies. A little bit of a judge buy from Junior here. A little bit dishonorable, but you know what? When a push comes to shove, you gotta do whatever you can to try and get a win. So Nyx makes sure that A site is all there, still in hand, but space here. Wanting to get a little risky. Ruby with the jump across gets that info had. And this judge, he's not aware of how close this judge is to this door right now. Odin coming in and finished off, as unfortunate as it was to look at. A little bit foreseen on our side of things, but Xeno picking it up one more with the ult. Judge out of hand. Wonderful to see.
Amazing. Amazing pick there for WLC.
Garage push coming right in. Cam out. Flash out. Easy to get rid of this drone. Concept destroying this up. 30 seconds left. All of them stunned up. Unfortunate. Nice flash in terms of delaying that. Odin just getting
Seems like
more
they don't know how close this Killjoy is.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Sun with another pickup, but this ult from... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Perfect execution from the side of WLC there. Mr. Salt and Mr. Concept. Oh, I apologize. Salt and Xeno, Mr. Stuart Little, timing that up perfectly. On top of the leaderboard as well. May I remind you, our good audience members, Mr. Concept here isn't a Breach player. His stinky little paws thinking he's a better Breach player than I am is wrong. So, in all due love and sport, and good humor and gesture, I am the better Breach.
I think I need to see a
yeah, I would,
1v1.
Oh, no. He's got me on gunplay, but I'm definitely better in terms of Breach play.
Oh man.
Space with the dash in on the site. Box cleaned out. Rifles in hand in terms of a short spotty buy, one hero buy from the side of, okay, don't spray that, son. Surely you had to be aware that that was going to be a flash. Both of them fell for it, but nothing pushed outside from Ripon. Here comes the ult from Ripon here, and they're getting all that info that they need, and he gets picked right off from Salt from Garage. Let's see if they get this fight down C-Long that they need, and a nice pin-up from LJ here. LJ, does he get the second? Because he's going up against a judge. He should be in favor here. No, he doesn't. The Bulldog in favor wins that fight. Space down to 1, but they have to get on the site here to defuse the spike regardless. Okay, 2v1. Great fight from WLC, and Xeno with the cleanup with the Odin. Hey, guys, that's a great half. Wonderful half. Attacker sided map, 9-3. Couldn't have it any other way. Does the 9-3 curse come into play here? My odds and my money are on a big fat no.
Yeah.
From Ripon and flipping this map. I think WLC, no more. They didn't like, you know, that taste in their mouth from Corrode, because nobody really likes playing Corrode. Except I guess Ripon maybe.
I guess.
Was that their map pick? I think that was Ripon's map pick.
I believe their our captain Jesse said that they did pick that map. And
oh, we picked Corrode?
No, that Ripon did.
Oh, Ripon did. Yes,
Ripon
I was gonna
did,
say yeah.
Because I know that they do not like Corrode, not one.
Yeah, I don't.
So,
yeah, I don't think.
I think Ripon was like, okay, let's
maybe getting them on a map that they're unfamiliar with. Absolutely. Yeah.
And, WLC was like, no. We know how to play no matter what. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. Shout out to our Coach Austin for finally following the official WLC Twitch account.
Our goat.
Our goat right there. Oh, Space. Get a little risky bisky. They know he's backed inside the lot window now. Gets the headshot he needs. Salt stunned up, but they're unaware that there's at least more than 2 here. Trying to spray through this wall. Now they're aware. Does Space get another attempt here? Yes, he does. Cleanup coming in from Concept. He wants a bit of a piece of this. He knows he's on the bottom of the leaderboard, saying he needs to do better. He apologized to his parents about his poor performance on Haven as a breach player, but he's not a breach player, so we'll just leave it at that. WLC spike down in their favor. On the defense side, Concept with another headshot. Bisky's definitely the highlight of Ripon tonight, I think.
100%.
Regardless of what the scoreboard is or what their fights look like. I think Bisky's has definitely put Junior all the same, but I think in terms of getting the flip around for a map, you know, decider, I think Bisky's has put a lot of good fight in tonight, especially in Corrode, which bringing that op out every once in a while definitely, you know, put a bit of him in a bad spot. But
yeah,
WLC
definitely.
responding with the right attitude and the right mindset, and as far as we're aware of, it looks like 10-3 to me, Miles.
Yeah, I mean, that
WLC.
looks like a bit of a wash here.
Okay.
Salt. Okay.
One out from Salt. Bulldog in. Space coming in with this. They know there's one in the corner here. They get the one out. Do they get the second? No. Even matchup right now from Ripon. Got a couple guns in hand, but still the classic Xeno with the Odin. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that he had the Odin.
I didn't either.
Stort, you rat. They know this last one's sitting here in Cubby. Forced out of the pocket. Sun with the cleanup. WC up 11-3.
Wow.
You can see the comfort, you know, here coming into this map for WLC. Yeah. Haven as their map pick, I'm assuming. I think I'll confirm it later.
I would assume that based off these past couple of weeks, how good they've been playing. Yeah, they were like, this is a no-brainer.
Haven's the map pick. Yeah. And so for next week, WLC will be moving to regionals LAN for. I'm not sure who we are playing at regionals. I haven't looked at the seeding. I haven't looked at the top of the bracket.
Yeah.
But I know the guys are excited because, you know, they're getting a nice trip out of it. Probably getting a hotel. Get all in, you know, all in good fun for every other team, you know, on campus that gets those same amenities. A rare opportunity, you know, to go to LAN and say, hey, guess what? Like, we're about to be 7-0. What did you guys do? Like, it's a statement. And especially coming in from last year's performance where they went to state and they just fell short. This WLC team wants to shore things up and put themselves in a better spot, show the consistency that they are made of, and, you know, steam through whatever opponent they have left. Looks like this lurk coming in from the Sova here on the A main is looking healthy, but he's walking right into an Odin.
Is that a Stuart Little Odin?
Stuart Little Odin sitting here, little peeky, and he gets the shots off that he wants.
Odinson.
And here comes the Astra
Yeah.
smokes and the Ruby pick off.
Oh.
Wonderful turnaround there. But I think he gets dinked a little bit. Yeah, not a clean fight entirely. Ruby
100%.
gets hit a little bit, but doesn't matter. He got the Odin out. And you know what?
Let's watch a beautiful recovery here for WLC. I guarantee it.
And
Yep.
another
Oh.
Odin in hand from Salt. I think they're just, having fun with it. Knowing that they can just spray through these walls, it doesn't really matter. And Ruby sitting here in the back corner doesn't get off this corner of the site and Space doing damage on the
Oh.
Clove here. Does this extra one come in? No, I don't think this Odin's gonna exactly get what he wants, but close enough. Rifles out.
Yep.
3 rifles out. It's still a bad spot to be put in as a Ripon team.
Yep.
WLC clearly having a little bit of fun with the rifle buys there, and once more, this Odin is back in the hands of Stuart Little. He hasn't liked his performance so far. We've talked to Lewis about this. He's disappointed, not just because he's a selfish guy and he wants all the kills, but because he knows he can do better. But when it's mattered most, Lewis has come in, Stuart Little has come in, and
100%.
clutched rounds and finished clean fights for us, and been that guy that's been consistent across the board, regardless of what the stat sheet says.
Yeah.
So this round is just a proving opportunity for him to showing I am a contender on this team as being one of the best when it comes to aiming.
Yeah.
So
And I mean,
so far so
just-
good. Odin or not, 24 and 7 and 9 is impressive as a Sova. So
Amazing, honestly, and I think he's a little hard on. Wow, top shot there from Space. I think he's a little hard on himself then.
Oh, yeah,
'cause that is.
absolutely.
I mean, that stat line as a Silva is just something to glorify almost. I mean, that's awesome. to
it's
see.
a hard thing to do because as a Sova you're playing initiator, you're there to get onto sites, help your team execute getting onto sites, and being that guy that they can rely on to be consistent with util usage. But then also on top of that, following up with all the kills. I think the concept will be scotch free here from being spotted out as they stun this
Beautiful stuff.
young man right here into TPing out of sight. Great turn back around from WLC.
Wow.
Right. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. This lurk into garage here could come up with something as they push back around through A main as this one lurk's just sitting here. Does Space have the knowledge or the whereabouts that stomping around here in front of this Euro isn't exactly what he needs to be doing? None of them spot each other. Really odd, but I think Space doesn't exactly get the trade out he wants here. And that's all right, as Spike is coming back down to be planted on A. Info down. Oh, he's got to finish this. No, he doesn't. But Cypherson at 1, 3v3. Hey,
Each
you know
pick.
what? Decent
3v3.
trade because he still got the one pick.
100%.
Here comes the dart. Do they get the info they need? Yes, they do. Spray through the box, and you want it. They know that there's one sitting here.
He wanted it.
And not quite exactly what he needs. Trying to clear out hell, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm not feeling the aggression
Oh,
here.
no.
no.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's
That's
fine.
all right. They got an Op and Odin here in hand. Gentlemen, maybe, just maybe, in my professional opinion, saving would be a wise option.
Yeah.
Gets the one out,
Get it
flash in. Do they get these out with the rifles in hand?
They do.
Sun with 2. Sun with 3 on the round. Gets finished up himself. But that's a win on the side of Ripon. 11-5.
But I mean, rifles out huge there. For WLC, so
Yeah.
kind of see what this buy looks like for them, how they want to go about this, and hopefully they can just, I think enough messing around here, enough playing around, just put it away.
Yeah.
Put it to rest.
Yeah. So Miles, tonight we were supposed to have one of our most esteemed, guests that happened to grace us on this campus in terms of our new athletic director, Jeremiah Hoffman, and he was all set to come. But then, unfortunately, last minute, he called in sick and wasn't able to come. Unfortunate, but we hope, Jeremiah, there's another opportunity, always another opportunity for you to come and swing by and give us a good old watch from our matches. And we just hope you are feeling better and that whatever illness, you're experiencing is short-lived. So, with that being said, Ripon made their way into sight. Pretty scot-free, nothing happen in terms of the damage side. Space gets the one off with the knives down C long. With the knives in hand, Space. This is a Space opportunity. He sees one, knows that there's another. TP out. Gets a third. Space with 3 on the round, 2v1,
Possibly.
and this Clove is one. Surely they finish this round up with just a pistol in hand. Would do enough. And they get the clamp they need. Space with 4.
Wow.
And the ult pull off. No! From Biskies with the ace.
No.
Could have just waited that out, but, you know, it was already half. Maybe it wasn't worth it, but...
Not the play you want to see
yeah,
there. Yeah.
unfortunate, but here comes a timeout from Coach Temps. You know, not wanting to have that same situation that happened on Corrode.
Yeah.
You know,
would be unfortunate.
Biskies and Junior, you know, coming alive and making things happen for their team. Just can't have it again, so... Timeout on the side of WLC. Miles, anything this week you're looking forward to in terms of whether it be schooling or as a matter of fact, why don't you talk about your win at the talent show this week? I'm very interested in hearing about that.
The variety show, yeah. No, it was a amazing experience. Everybody did amazing. It was just awesome to do a longer performance and kind of hope to capitalize off of you know, I guess you could say the success that I had last year. But yeah, no, all around fun experience. Took second place in crowd favorite, second year in a row.
Wow.
I think I've kind of realized that I might always lose to an original song at this rate, considering that's
original song.
That's 2
so
years.
They made
That's
the song
2 years
themselves?
in a row. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So that happened last year. And
Did
then,
it happen to be the
this
same
year?
person you lost to?
No.
Different person?
I think the guy that I lost to last year was a senior,
I
and
see.
this was actually a freshman. So honestly, big props.
Wow.
As a
Yeah.
freshman, you know, coming in,
Gotcha.
writing an original.
Was
yeah.
it just you, or were you performing with somebody else?
I had one of my friends kind of give a little bit of like an acting intro to my performance.
I
He
see.
came on stage with me for, you know, just the beginning, and honestly, he kicked it off.
Good.
Made it all the better. So
Yeah.
I really do appreciate him, and honestly, it does feel like though that I felt that I won first because I think I mainly wanted to more so win over the crowd
Yeah.
than the judges. You
Yeah,
know? So
absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like I successfully did that. So yeah, very fun.
Well, moving back to Valorant, WLC hard aggression towards A main here on the defender side of things, sitting here with this Odin and this Vandal in hand. They are not aware how close Space and Xeno are sitting up here, but as they lean towards more of a C main push, spotted into C lobby here is from Sun, or being grabbed, unaware of how much they can really push onto this site. Both teams kind of in a similar situation with rifles outside of the pistol from Sun. No ults in favor of WLC. And Biskies with another. Like I said, Biskies really doing a lot of hard work here. But does Xeno get exactly what he needs here in terms of just turnaround? Gets the one, and they clearly know where he is now, but this time is running out. And they get the spray through. Wow. Really fortunate spray through the wall there. But does Mr. Concepts here
3v3.
delay them enough to get this spike down? I believe he will. And gets the stun off. Okay, stun successful on the side of the Astra. Flash out of the corner. Aftershock through hell. Does not get the spray transfer he needs.
Dang.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Similar situation from Corrode. You know, WLC now in a little bit of an interesting spot for buying. I think they should be fine in terms of at least half shields and a couple hero rifles. Yep, there we go. And Ripon, you know, full shields, full rifles. So, okay, maybe for the caution side of things, you know, they have a couple rounds to give once more. WLC maybe considering a save with a rifle or two. And
Yeah. I would say definitely at least at most 2 rounds before you enter the danger zone for WLC.
yeah, absolutely.
In terms of being scared.
Yeah.
Going 11-9 in this spot, I don't know if that plays so much into the favor of our boys.
Yeah. Dirt destroyed on the side of WLC. Sun being cautious. Here's the drone. Biskies with another pickup on his space. Like I said, man, he's just really doing a lot of work for his team right now, and he gets away with another and successfully gets the kill that he needs. And I don't know if Stort's going to be able to get out of this clean. And the flash out. Now they're aware. I think they're just doing their best to try and get rifles out, but it's not going to go in anybody's favor. Flank in from Concept. Doesn't get one.
Oh.
Damage done, but, you know, they're just not getting these kills. And with Sun being the last here on the board, maybe just a save with this Bulldog, but you know what? They all probably just, you know, finish off this round with a couple deaths on their hand just to get the extra money at the end of the round.
Yeah. Maybe a miracle.
Maybe a miracle.
Maybe a miracle.
Yeah, if he can get one pick here, that would be good. You know, because then he gets the Killjoy ult.
Yep.
Set for next round. Does
Just
this
how
Euro get a little
close?
bit curious?
And no.
And he does. Junior finishing up the round. Okay. There's that one.
First flawless victory of the day.
Yeah, it
mind
is.
you, too. So
Yeah.
there's the one out of the two. Or WLC has to start almost pressing the panic button a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? So let's see if the WLC can inch this closer into their favor. Because right now, I think all odds would be leaning towards Ripon.
Ripon, yeah. In terms of momentum, absolutely.
100%.
Space just in here with half shields and a pistol. I'm not sure exactly what the move is here in terms of as the rest of the team buys rifles and an Odin.
I would hope that it wouldn't be a tank round.
Info gathered. From oh my goodness, he just slipped by this camera that's sitting here at the top of grass. They do not know that space is sitting here. And the smoke is out, camera's out. They did get the info now, but camera is destroyed. Space being on the side of caution, leaving this site a little bit, but Cheese with the pick off. Space, I'm not sure what you're doing there, buddy, but you know what? It happens. Ripon liking their odds pushing B main here. Haven't had a real fight or plant onto B in a minute. Both teams favoring that AC site, but Salt getting quite lucky walking around with the smoke out.
Quite lucky.
And flash out, smoke out. And that's the go back button in terms of executing through grass again for Ripon. And as they try and push the garage here, Alarm Bot out. Alarm Bot putting in the work in terms of hitting a couple for the vulnerableness. And now they feel that presence in garage. But this Spike with Cheese here is in a vulnerable spot. Cheese realizing that he has Spike. Probably going to be a little bit more on the side of caution. But once again, running out of time. Ripon with this Astra ult could make this happen immediately. Spike out in the open. If they can get a pick off here. Nope. Salt taken out. Ult out from Sova. Gets the Spike down. Do they get the Spike off in time? They have to get the Spike down. And they do, but they know where the Sova is as well. And do they get this pick out? Yes, they do. Okay. Just like round one.
Just like round one.
They're bringing it back. They got another timeout on their hands if they need it. And here comes the timeout.
Use it,
Yep.
The right call.
Coach attempts, just trying to keep these boys on the same page here. Couple ults in hand of WLC. Same on the side of Ripon. Biskies, guys putting in the work.
Getting it done.
Yeah, he's really doing the heavy load and carrying of this team, trying to get them in a good spot.
WLC, I mean, I can't put my finger on, what is exactly going sideways for them. I can't really try to figure out, what really is going wrong if it is just one thing.
Yep.
I don't think that it is. So yeah, I mean, see if this timeout, talking to Coach Tempt, I mean, hopefully, they just calm down, breathe, and just get the job done. That should just be the message. Just get the job done.
Yep. Just get to 12, guarantee the overtime. Things will come naturally. Okay. Out of the timeout. I'm not sure if WLC has the whereabouts to make a wise purchase. Just judging by the economy. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, you good there? Judging by the economy and also just being patient. It looks like Ripon's just playing a lot of default right now in terms of just patiently waiting, for that victim to come and put their heads out in a bad spot. But WLC, once again with this aggression up towards A main, they heard it. Surely they heard these jumps arounds from this from Biskies just being patient here. WLC just trying to be sneaky, man. They're trying to get these shots in a good spot, but Space, got caught out last time just by being, a little bit too...
Maybe a little too aggressive, maybe?
Yeah, just, you wait here for a reason. You don't need to push it until they show themselves. Split, tactic here right now from Ripon. Looking a little bit towards C lobby. And once again, looking a little bit towards A lobby. Trip out, trying to get some info here. See if anybody's already that close. Okay, here comes that Sova. Drone in hand, coming to clear out garage.
Here we go.
Being patient, trying to get that extra shot off. Here comes the ult from the Yoru.
Trying to get some recon.
Yeah, absolutely. Knowledge just trying to be gathered here. They realize that garage is clean. They see the nade. They see one on the site. But does this Euro not get off in time? Perfect timing for a flash. Delaying them as much as they possibly can. Here comes the nade as well. A little bit of damage done. Stun out as well. Ruby with one off into B lobby. But do they realize that's... Oh my goodness. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, it's all in favor right now. Ripon just, getting the info they need and being patient with these executions.
Momentum just...
Yeah, absolutely. They're about to bring this round to 1. And WLC definitely feeling the pressure. But you know what? These are the competitions and the challenges you need, trying to go undefeated. Not everything's going to be handed to you on a silver platter, son. So you got to wake up and smell the grass a little bit.
Yep. But hey, I mean, good util. Ults in hand for WLC going into this round. Maybe this will just be a, all or nothing. Take it, get it to 12. Just get it to 12 and then execute last round to take on this match. So
the bye's a little spotty here.
Very spotty. I mean,
it's not a wonderful sight to see, but you know what?
Especially at this point. But if they can make it happen with this, then there's no doubt that they can just take home the 13.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah. Okay, early aggression out here into B main once again. They get the Cypher off. Perfect trade-off. Do they get the second that they need? Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Space grabbing the Phantom while he dashes across the body of the Cypher and spike down. Holy cow, what a turnaround. It's okay if they leave this spike though. But they let them have it again. You're up 3-5. No reason to get, overzealous here with these weapons. And that's exactly what just happened here as Space just gets picked off once more from the window. Be patient, son. You don't need to be this aggressive. They got the ult in hand. Get it to 12. Guarantee it.
Just guarantee. Just play slow. Play smart.
Aftershock in hand. Salt with another. But here comes the flash. Here comes the ult out from Phoebe. And it's just an unfortunate, a little bit of a mess that I'm watching right now. Spike in the hands of the Sova. Sova v Sova here. In all honesty, I'm taking my Sova.
I love my Sova.
I'm taking my Sova.
I love my Sova. No doubt in his abilities right now.
What a better person from what we were saying earlier, to leave it in the hands of the person that, secures rounds, finishes things up. I'm hoping I'm not speaking too soon. But, as of right now, it is the truth, the way, and the one. Mr. Stuart Little.
Mr. Odinson.
Getting, WLC up to round 12 here, guaranteeing the overtime. Stressful. But the challenge that they need before they get the time off before going into regionals.
Amazing.
Get everything, get the hardest competitions now to get yourselves ready for the toughest competition in person. But I think these guys are more than ready,
More than. Especially that Beloit match last week.
Wow. Four-fifths of this team have been to a regional on LAN already from last year. So, they have the experience and they have the whereabouts. And so far, trying to close the season out 7-0 is just another way to put your stamp on the roster of things with this whole team. Okay, early info grab. Sitting there, now they know there's one sitting here in B main. This ult's coming up from the Astra. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Blocking off the CT.
Space.
Not going to do you a whole lot. Maybe that was a fat finger. I'm not entirely sure.
Kind of confused on the play myself.
I agreed. And with how much time they're wasting here, it's got about 15 seconds left of a shelf life. And Zeno sitting here in the corner.
All it takes is one.
Ready for anything that comes through.
Footsteps.
Okay, here comes the footsteps down A main. They hear it flying in. There's just this drone come out from this over here.
Looks like they're trying to execute a pin.
No drone in hand, and Zeno with the perfect timing gets the swing out, gets the one, gets the two. He said, "No more, son. I don't like this game." And so, fresh health off the DK here.
Bisky's down.
WLC up 3-1, and this could be the end of the round. Ults in hand. Space wanting to finish this round. Picks up the rifle. They are aware this last one isn't short, and a cubby. Ruby with one. Ruby with none else but the loss now. WLC wins 13-10. Map 2. WLC is now 7-0 on the season to finish it out in this map pool of teams. Holy smokes. Miles?
I mean,
no team, I believe, in WLC history, traditional or esports in itself, has ever gone undefeated in a regular season setting. Wonderful.
I mean, it's amazing to see.
Yeah.
Just see the boys step up.
I think a great attempt by Biskies and Junior there, especially Biskies trying to put the team on his back to get whatever he could done, but it just wasn't enough. WLC,
Wasn't no.
a much better team in terms of executing and just staying together and keep staying composed. Here and there, shaky, but that's fine.
That's okay.
Most teams that we play in terms of a competitive ranking all have higher ranks than our guys do. Doesn't matter, son. Put it behind us. Moving forward.
Yeah.
With that being said, we will be right back with a couple questions and interviews from our WLC Warriors, who just finished their regular season as an undefeated team, first ever to do it on this campus, traditional esports wise. Doesn't matter what it is, these guys are winners. At the end of the day, we will see your regionals and with interviews in a couple seconds. We're back. WLC Esports coming to you live on Twitch. witnessing history tonight as the very first team, traditional wise or esports wise, on campus to ever go undefeated. We will start our interviews off with the young man, glorious tech man himself, that helps keep this office moving functionally. Son, also known as LJ. LJ, Laurel, do you mind if I call you Laurel for
Please
this?
don't call me Laurel.
Yeah. Laurel,
no, no.
this is history in the making, and I want people to realize, like, if they ever, when their grandkids come back to all this whole thing, and they're gonna say, Grandpa Laurel, when is all this happening? And who's LJ? You're not a part of this.
No one's calling.
And they're gonna be confused because they're gonna say, who's LJ? Because Laurel's a sick name, first of all. So use it, man. But on top of that,
it's my dad's name.
yeah. On top of that, LJ, how do you feel about being a part of this whole situation? You guys came in underdogs once again for the season. Everybody puts that disrespect on us for no reason whatsoever. And even when it comes to the top 10 rankings of the WC, what are we, 9 the last time we checked it out?
Yep.
I don't care about the rankings, young man. At this point, who cares? You guys are, you just, you made history, son. That's all that matters. You are now immortalized in WEC and WLC, more importantly, in my opinion, history of athletics. Now I think it's safe to say we might even see a banner of you guys someday. We should get banners. How does that sound? I like the idea of getting a banner.
We should get banners.
So, apologies, I'm talking too much. LJ, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I feel like my performance was subpar for what I really wanted tonight.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we won. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
2-0, even if we lost a lot of rounds there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is something I wanted to do. I pushed very hard and really got playing the game because I wanted to end the season with Jesse since he's our senior. He's our last year here.
Yeah.
And I started Valorant because he offered for me to join their team when they were missing someone.
Allegedly, his last season here.
Allegedly his last
yes.
season. Okay,
regardless, it is still,
allegedly.
it is still, something important and near and dear to his heart from what, he helped start this whole thing.
Yep.
And he wanted to finish it, on top in some way or fashion. I'm very proud of you guys. Anything you have to say tonight, to what was our beautiful, lovely audience?
Wait, say that one more time.
Would you have anything to say for our beautiful, lovely audience?
Look forward to land. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
We'll come back with a W there, and then it's on the state.
Absolutely. Do we know who we're playing at regionals already in our conference?
So regionals, we're playing against Green Bay, Concordia,
Lawrence.
I think.
Yeah, it's probably the same
Lawrence.
Conference we had for the spring.
Probably the same conference this spring for Overwatch.
Wonderful.
So those same few teams, the only team we're really looking forward to, going against, would be Concordia because I haven't played against them. Plus, they seem to be a really good team.
Good.
So that's what we're looking forward to. But we'll come back from LAN. When we win LAN, I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah.
It's on the state.
Yeah.
And then from there, if we win state, it's on the nationals.
I agree. Hey, great job.
Yep.
No matter what the stat sheet says, you've made history with this team now, and with how this program has grown, from the summer, and just now being to where we are now, this type of thing we can put on our our stat sheet of things for the whole school to see. Wonderful. There will be a post made. Kim and I have already been working on it. We knew you were going 7-0. We had no doubt in our mind that this was going to happen, and it's in the works. And you know what? I'm just happy.
You're happy.
I'm just happy.
Yeah.
I love seeing this happen, and it's not every day I get to witness
of course you
an
don't.
undefeated school, because even with me being in a traditional sport, we've been handed a good amount of L's this season from my senior year, and it's hard to see and hard to be a part of, because you can't always try and fix the problem, but if I'm a part of something that's doing something great and I get to witness history, that's all that matters to me, baby. And you guys have just done that. Congratulations. You have any other responses you'd like to have for the night and how you're feeling?
Expect better performance from me at LAN.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I got a regimen going with one of my ascendant buddies. It's gonna be fun.
Good. I will hold you to that.
Hold me to it.
I will. I'm not sure if I'll be able to be there Saturday the 15th,
But you'll be there Sunday.
but I'm going to do my best to be there Sunday.
Perfect.
Yes. Yep. LJ, Thank you, young man.
No problem.
If you will send anybody else our way that wants to get interviewed right now, I would greatly appreciate it. So, to finish out this night, we're gonna be announcing our MVP, and we'll probably have maybe one or two more interviews. And I'm just very happy with how this season has turned out. I don't like being treated, as an underdog, but you know what? If it lights a fire under the belly, that's all that matters. And for our second guest of tonight, and possibly our last one, if Will doesn't want to do an interview.
Oh, he's coming.
Okay. Our second interview of the night, then regardless, Mr. Stuart Little, aka Lewis himself.
Yeah.
AKA Mr. Zeno. Great second half.
Thank you.
Map 2, phenomenal.
Thank you.
You know, as much as people don't really like to witness or observe, or acknowledge how much Asova has to dominate on a map like Haven, on full display. There was that, I believe it was the one map difference, again, in terms of Ripon there, and they started pulling it back, and you put yourselves in a good spot to execute a C site after Will went down early, and you guys sat there in C main, C lobby, and just decided, like, hey, like, maybe this will work out in our favor if we just use a little bit of util and a bit of a dump, and that dart comes in, that slow come in, that stun came in, the Sova ult came out, opened it wide up. Like, they can't stop it, son.
That was that round where they gave me the Odin.
Yes.
And then it was just a straight brick on my Valorant tracker.
Yes, it was.
3, 2, 3, kills, 3, 3, 3.
Did you get the final result from the tracker yet, or does it
Oh,
not
yeah,
come in
I
for
have
custom matches?
31 kills.
Wonderful.
And I didn't check what else tracker said. It's not updated on tracker for customs. But
Wow. Okay.
31 kills, 7 assists on that map.
Do you think for the most part these guys on your team, I'm very disappointed in Twitch right now. It keeps messing up my it thinks we've been streaming Rocket League this whole time. I apologize. Regardless, the VOD's still there. And so
Think Twitch.
I changed that. I know I did. So sorry. I was like, wait a second, we're not playing Rocket League. Getting back to it. Lewis, first team in WLC history to ever have an undefeated season.
We're
Man.
just different.
Did you ever come here thinking, like, I'm going to make history?
Heck yeah, I did.
Yeah, baby. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe some of the guys just don't realize, like, how important that is in a traditional sports sense of the word. And that's nothing against you guys at all. But going undefeated in a regular season is nearly unheard of.
We just have a perfect streak right now. It's just a statement of how far we've come since we've started.
Yeah.
I mean, esports hasn't been around for that long.
Yep.
Sure,
Yep.
we're doing well.
And in terms of doing well, your stat sheet on that last map of Haven, I believe you were 27, if I'm not wrong.
Kills?
30, yeah,
I was
31.
31.
That's right. You did finish that last round very strong. Well, exactly proving my point. Map 1, a little bit shakier than map 2 in terms of just being like, are we comfortable with what we're trying to run again? Turned it right back around. But map 2, you showed your prowess. You showed your patience, your excellence with the Odin. And when it came down to that 1v1, the Sova v Sova, I was like, I'm taking my Sova the Sova any day. Like, Sova v Sova, I'm taking my Sova. And I pulled up the stat sheet right then and there.
I
And
just had
boom.
a feeling he would be going that way.
Yeah. And you read it perfectly. Like, you weren't aware of how, like, close you two were to each other the whole time. But, like, step to step, you were just one step ahead of him and just looking at the right spot at the right time. So, I'm sure you guys will do a VOD review and watch it back. I'm sure Coach Tempt is very proud of you guys as well. I'm not sure if he had any words there at the end to share with you guys.
He was in my chat that whole time.
Good.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clean up. Let's go.
Man, and I would like to thank once again Coach Tempt to helping these guys get on the track, of redoing what they started last season and finishing it stronger than before, and setting us up for a strong regional performance. I believe we have as LJ told me earlier, for regionals, we have Green Bay, Lawrence, possibly Lawrence. We have Concordia. Our division, those are our guys that we play against, even in Overwatch Spring.
Yep.
I know how strong, how those matches can go and how tough those rivalries are in terms of being like the coastal side of things of Wisconsin.
It's gonna be tricky.
Yeah. What team are you looking forward to possibly playing there? Have you looked
That's
into it
what
at
we're
all?
facing against.
Yeah. All right. Valid. Valid.
Ready to play.
Yeah. Valid. All right. And I think that's been the mentality for the team most of the season.
Yeah.
Whoever
this
it
is our
was.
season.
Yeah.
This is our season. This is where we win.
Yeah. I love the confidence. Do you have anything left to say for our lovely audience, whether it be about yourself or about the season?
Hi, Mom. I think you're there.
Yeah.
And hi, everyone else, too.
Yeah.
Y'all are the best.
Yeah. Appreciate it. And then for you personally, what goal do you have kind of set for yourself going into regionals?
Just want to do something.
Yeah.
As long as I'm doing something, I'm fine.
Make a splash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I'm like being helpful.
Yeah.
It's my purpose.
Yeah. I think as communicated before with the team, everybody will be traveling up there with Kurt, and you guys will be staying up there
Yes. we'll be
overnight.
Staying up there.
And I think from my connections, because my fiance is from Green Bay, Wisconsin, her parents still live up there and all that with her family, and they make some delicious food. I can't guarantee anything, but if there's an opportunity to get up there for the weekend and make sure you guys get some nice steak or something,
Yes.
I will do my best. I will, on my side of the things of connections, I will do my best to connect with my fiance's parents. All right, Lewis. Anything else from us as our match MVP?
I don't think so.
All right.
Y'all have a great day.
Yeah, I will. I'll catch a photo with you out there in just a couple minutes. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
WLC, baby. Last but not least, our own Mr. Will Smith here. Space himself as he arrives in reasonable fashion. Mr. OCD himself coming in clutch. Will, congratulations, first of all. The first team ever in WLC history to go undefeated. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that. Not volleyball, not men's basketball, not women's volleyball, not golf, not football. Not football.
Definitely not football.
What do you got to say for that, man? Like I'm not trying to get too deep or personal or anything here, especially on terms of school basis, but you put volleyball, to the side and decided to go, taking care of your health and making sure that you're in a good spot mentally and health wise where you want to be, and see yourself and win full-time esports. I think as of right now, it's paid off. What would you say about all that?
Yeah, I think it definitely paid off, and I'm really glad where we are at as a team. But it's always looking for the next win or the next thing that we can do or break. I
Yeah.
think tonight we definitely had our ups and downs, and we kind of let it slide away from us. And I hope that after the season or in a couple seasons from now, probably after I'm gone, that we'll actually start being seen as like a real team or a real sport. But this is like our stepping stone.
Yeah. Well said. I think for regionals, I've talked about it with LJ and Lewis. We will be moving up to Green Bay for our 2-day event. Going with Kurt. And I will hopefully meet you guys up there after I'm done playing against Benedictine, which will be my last football game of my life
Good luck.
for the foreseeable future, I believe. You guys going up there undefeated, massive, V's in hand. How do you feel like the energy and the response will be up to you guys, when you get there?
I think it's more so like we just have to prepare the night before and we have to just lock in on the car ride over. I think the hardest part will be us putting down our setups. So like our mouse pads and
Yep.
mice and
Yep.
just getting used to playing in a different environment. That'll be a curveball to everyone but Green Bay, which is there. And I think the only team we have to watch out for is Concordia. They have an X Radiant. And as that's the only team that we haven't faced yet that's
Yeah.
gonna be there,
Yeah.
I believe.
Are we aware of what their ranking is or their
I I believe the record. Last time I checked, they were like 3-2 or 2-2.
Okay.
But I think they've been facing like Madison and
I see.
Milwaukee.
Okay, gotcha. Well, regardless,
Yeah.
you've made history. Um, I think what's so awesome about this is that I don't think people expected this to happen in this sense of the word or in this sense of a sport, traditional or esports or not.
Yeah.
Like you've made history, and now you've left a stamp on this campus.
I wish I played better when I was making history, though.
I understand, but regardless of the personal gain of things, the team gain,
Yes.
the moral gain, going into a LAN tournament, has to be through the charts. I was talking to Lewis about a possible connection. My family, my soon-to-be future in-laws live up in Green Bay still, and they make delicious food. Yeah, they make delicious food. And maybe if I could pull a couple strings or so, maybe we could get some nice juicy steak up there, something like that for the boys. So all in due time, I will talk to my fiance about it. Would you say that the expectations of this season have been met in terms of regular season sense of the word, and we are ready to move on to regionals?
I think they've been met, but I think that we still have a lot of improvement as a team that we need to do. Mainly more so that we can't have these ups and downs. And I think as a team, we tend to play up to people's level and we tend to play down to people's level.
Yeah.
I think in that scenario, we were playing down a lot overall, but I think we just have to prepare to play like how we can play. We need to face everyone like they're all immortals or they're all radiants.
Well put. I got punched in the throat earlier during practice, so my throat's a little hoarse right now.
Oh,
But I just want to say congratulations. Thank you
man.
for all the effort you put into this semester and this whole season as a regular sense of the word. I'm excited to watch you guys for regionals and hopefully meet you guys up there for the whole thing. I know how important it is for you guys to succeed in this, section of life, especially as young men. It's important to succeed and find that confidence in yourself and say that, yes, I was in this situation and I did come out on top for this. If you have any last words for our wonderful audience, for any family members or loved ones that might be watching, now's the time. They get to watch a VOD review later, and you can send it to later if you want.
That VOD review is going to no one. But thank you all for tuning in. It means a lot.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Will Smith, so much. Good job tonight. And that will be the wrap up from the armory of WLC in the esports arena. Miles, as we wrap this up, man, witnessing history.
Yeah. Amazing.
Special. I think this is going to go down as probably one of my favorite moments at this school, without a doubt. I really hope, like seeing these guys and how they compete really puts a fire in your belly about what we're going to try and do next spring for Overwatch as a team.
Oh, man.
Because I have high expectations for us, and, our training regimen starts after football season ends for me.
Yeah.
So be ready, buddy.
I'm ready. I'm as ready as I'll ever be, honestly.
So with that being said, as we sign off here on a wonderful, beautiful, chilly Thursday night here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Wauwatosa, I think it's fitting to say, what's going to stop these guys?
Yeah.
They've faced a lot of, different scenarios this season. I think they're ready for a lot of what comes their way.
Yeah.
They practiced a lot this week. I think they're going to practice a lot this coming week heading into regionals, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they have to do.
Yep. I don't think anything can really stand in their way, honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Any last words, my friend?
No, I just want to, give a good luck send-off because I don't know if we'll be able to stream anything for LAN. So, I would say just for me personally,
Yeah.
good luck send-off to these guys, and I know they'll get the job done, honestly. I just got a feeling in my heart they're going to get the job done this year. So, yeah, just good luck to these guys. Wish them the best. Just go get after it.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into our lovely stream. Thank you everyone for sticking with us this whole entire season. We know it's not, the results or the numbers that every, minor streaming situation wants to have, but you guys grow, day by day, and we appreciate you all for watching. Thank you for your patience with all the stream technicalities and schedule mess ups. Hopefully, we will be back sooner than later. But for right now, Miles, this is what we do. And we sign off on our last season, regular season week of WEC with the win on top of the heads.
Yeah.
Crown in hand, time to put it on the head.
Yep.
Thank you all for watching. And everyone, you have a wonderful night. Signing off from the arena.